Hey, Pup and Emmy. Mary Ellen, I guess it's not. It's two more syllables, so it is a bit of a waste. Namaste. This is very difficult for me, and it's going to be difficult for a lot of people. But I'm just trying to do it the best way that I can. I don't really know where to begin, but first I will start with my legal troubles, which you will hear about. This is my statement of facts. This is what happened. Tracy and I have been in a relationship for about 9 years. The last 2 years have been more challenging than what we could handle, with menopause and, my personality, me being me. It's a very tough order. And we weren't able to make it through. I have been charged with criminal charges that are due to appear in the district court on August the 19th. I forget the exact, I think it's aggravated burglary with intent and destruction of property or something like this. Now, look, I know what you're saying. Trust has been eroded, right? This is what happened. When I got my payout, I went on a meth bender and I experienced meth psychosis. And when I realized sort of what it was, I went to her and she took care of me. She took me in. And there was all kinds of weird, blurred, mixed messages. Maybe we could... There were strange hugs and tentative graspings. Everything like that. Tracy and I met in a rehab. Both alcoholics. She's been in rehab twice for alcohol, right? She's an alcoholic. And this night, we were drunkenly arguing, as you do in all the best alcoholic borderline personality disorder, which she has, bipolar relationships. And it is true, she had been telling me it's time to leave soon, numerous occasions, and I always found some way to make it one more day, which is, you know how it is. I'm being very honest about that. But this particular night, she said I could stay there if I sleep on the beanbag. And I was on the beanbag. We were still arguing, you know how. And then she walked over to me and started smearing sandwiches in my face, food in my face, calling me a bad father and shit like that. And I took it. And I was just laughing, how I do, drunken. I'm above all that. You can't touch me. But then it got too much. And I had bought her a guitar. Oh, by the way, when I went to her, I had $11,000. And when she filed charges, I had $0. I gave her $2,000. I will send, it's all in my bank anyway, so anyone can figure it out. And I bought her a guitar, even though she doesn't play, because she's a fucking moron. She's a fucking moron. Sorry, did I say that twice? But she likes pink. And I three-peat myself. So I bought her a pink Gretsch with ivory inlays, worth nearly $1,000. I knew it would never be played. A vain, inglorious, incurious bastard like her would never learn an instrument. Okay? And I gave it to her as a gift. And it somewhat disturbed me that she kept the tag on, because it's hard to play with a tag. Like, it had a rope tag, a big tag. She kept the tag on. And then on this day when we were having an argument, I lost it. She was smearing food in my face. I didn't put my hands on her at all before that. And I didn't afterwards either. But what happened is, as the smearing of the food and the "you're a terrible father" was occurring, I reached my limit and I said, "Fuck you. Where's the guitar?" And she said, "No." And I rushed past her. I may have bumped into her. I don't think it was very hard though. I don't think I made much. And then I got the guitar and I Jimi Hendrixed it. I smashed it right in front of her. I was never going to do her any harm, and she was not afraid for her physical safety. She was not, no matter what she might say. She looked at me like this. Not exactly, it's a paraphrase of facial expressions. And she said to me, "Cold, dead ass. I can't believe you just did that. I'm calling the police." And I said, "Don't call the cops, man. Don't call the cops. What the fuck?" And she called the police. And I got out of there. I don't know. I think that was maybe the wrong move. And now I'm charged with all these charges, and I've been through hell with that. I've been in the lockup cells and of watchtower cells and the court cells. Quite frankly, with the lads, the friendly locals. Both white, black, yellow. Hispanic is it's not very. There was no Hispanics in the cell. I don't know why I said that. I'm trying to be inclusive. Okay. I've been through hell in that. Completely dehumanized. I've had my phone seized, my car impounded. I think I can tell you this, and I'll try to forward documents. If you've got I have a lawyer. Her name is Kaz Murphy from Legal Aid. I will forward you the. If there's any interest on your end. And the lead detective, his name is Chris Reese Murphy. I don't know. Maybe. So diligent minds can figure it out. Is really interesting, I was going to say, but that's a little bit schizo. The things that have been done to me, Father, are not just. This is not justice. I'm helping someone, I won't be here anymore, but I was helping someone who got bashed here in these units. I'm not a woman basher. Like, what the fuck? And that's what they're trying to make me out as. Like, for instance, there's a thing called a 3 strikes rule, and it's made for protecting women. And I kind of agree. No, I think it's stupid now, actually. But I agree that women need to be protected. But they need to be protected from men who rape and beat them. Not from men like me, who have never done anything of the sort and never would. I smashed a guitar which I bought, so there's zero net loss on her part. She expended nothing. So, it's all bullshit. So my lawyer's name is Kaz, some fucked up fucking name, Kaz Murphy, which is curious. Not Murphy Paul, but Murphy Irish. You know what I'm saying? And then the detectives. Everyone is trying to get me to breach my bail conditions, so I go to jail. There's another part to this story which sounds a little bit far out there, but I'll just tell you in case you have a lawyer and when I'm dead, if you want to, all my children, if they ever fucking get some balls, can follow it up. I fell out with a drug dealer named Sonny Smilovich, S-M-A-J. I will send a photo of him. I've got his Facebook photo. I've got his whole thing. He sent me his email address as a second, and he is big time. He is big time. I think he might be, well, he's a criminal informant. I know that. So he's protected by a certain, the way this guy carries on, I saw straight away, like this guy is, he's holding dirt on something or he's collecting dirt. You cannot carry on like that in front of the cops. I saw him spit in a cop's face, go to the police station and walk out 20 minutes later. Sonny Smilovich. I fell out with him, and after that, the story of that actually might interest you, which I will include in the next video. But after I fell out with him and he realised when he understood that I don't care if I live or die, I care about the truth. And the truth, you said to me once, which truth? Who the fuck are you? Hegel? You postmodern bitch. You going trans soon, Dad? Or what? Truth, father. Truth. The true. That's what I'm trying to say. So after I fell out with him, this is when curious going on began to happen in my life. Let's just say it that way. S-M-A-J-L-O-V-I-C. And Chris Reese is the detective who needs to be investigated. Also, my lawyer, Kaz Murphy, needs to be investigated. They've seized my phone already, so they have it all. And, I'm not going to take my phone when I get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to lay out the facts so that whoever can be bothered will follow it up, but I'm not sure if anyone will. I have a broken collarbone now. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. I've decided that I'm not going to make it. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick. I was sick before from what my mother did. I'm sick of my ballless, soulless fucking spawn. They would rather have a cheap room in Rockingham than have some dignity. So fuck you, Eli, and fuck you, Luke, and especially fuck you, Caitlin and Troy. Yeah? I hope you enjoy the $600,000 property that my covert, narcissist, sociopathic witch of a mother, one of the most evil people in Australia right now, has to offer. I'm done. I've done enough. I tried my best and it was not good enough. Arrivederci. I love you. And you are a good man. I was very unfair to you. But I didn't know. I did not know anything. Now I know. And I've told my sons. And I was praying hopefully they could do better than me. But they're not half the men that I am. They're not even worthy to be called my sons, quite frankly. Or maybe have you felt this way before? Curious, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I have been the target of a targeted harassment campaign. I believe, I truly believe that another angle in this is my anti-Israel videos. And I believe that the Jews be mad too with me. I've got one piece of anecdotal evidence which is quite, but it's hard. I pissed a lot of people off. And, you know, good on me, I guess. They deserve to be pissed off. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. When I'm drunk, I'm the most verbally abusive motherfucker on the planet. But apart from that, no matter what you hear about me, Dad, I need you to know that I never harmed anybody physically, ever. And I would never, I like to believe. And I stopped quite a few people from being harmed because of what I know. Let this message be a signature that you can access all my court records through e-courts or anything like that. And I need you as my next of kin. This message, actually, I'll do a separate one with my real face because I don't know if this will count for legal or whatever because you can't. I made pretty myself up with a cartoon. Well, this one should be close enough so that you can see who I am. My name is Klaus Timo Faber. I have blue eyes though. I was born on the 28th of the 8th, 1976 in Munich, West Germany. And I want to give my father rules over my estate or next of kin. Everything goes to my father. Okay? Everything. Everything that I possess goes to my father. I do not want my mother at my funeral or my kids. They are banned. Nobody is allowed to come to my funeral. I want nobody to be at my funeral. But you are my next of kin and all my property will go to you and you can dish it out as you see fit. Basically, it should all go to the kids. There's really good music stuff. No money left, but some music stuff. You can have a play with it. But Father, you are my next of kin. This is a legal statement of facts. Not my mother, not my children, not anybody named Sarah or Tracy is going to get anything of what I have, okay? Please. And you'll be able to sort it out.